Hey guys, hey, it's Bri here coming at you guys with another video, and today we're going to do another pick a card video. So in today's video, we are going to do what does the year 2020 have in store for you. So with that said, if you haven't already done a pick a card before, what I want you guys to do is you can either pause this video and meditate on it and then pick the pile that you are most drawn to, or pick the one that you are most drawn to right away. But don't overthink it and don't try to just find one. And once you have that, I will put the timestamp down below. And with that said, let's get to your... Alright you guys, so here we have our piles down below. We have pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3, and pile number 4. So again, if you want to just pause this video and meditate on it, and then we come back, or you can pick the one that you are most drawn to right away. And with that said, let's get to our reading. All right, so pile number 1, the very first thing we got is Mary Magdalene. Unconditional love. Love yourself, others, in every situation, no matter what the outward appearance may be. So I see a lot of your talents coming out. I see a lot of self-love happening in the month of January, or in the year of 2020. Words don't really work with me all the time. So what this one's really saying is that you're gonna finally find that self-love that you've been working so hard for. Not just that, but you might actually find love outside of yourself also. So don't just work with your own self-love, but sending love out to other people also. The next one is that you really are gonna have to start delegating instead of trying to do things yourself. So for those of you guys that picked pile number 1, I feel like a lot of you guys try to do things on your own. You're trying to just not even delegate your own tasks out to other people. You're not really trying to give away some of your tasks. And in the year 2020, you're gonna start to slow down, and you're really gonna start to understand that you don't have to do everything. So this one right here, you got the green Tara, which really just says to just stop doing everything for yourself. Like, there are going to be people that show up. Also, I see a lot of your talents coming out a lot more, and trusting your own talents in changing times. So things are going to change for the year 2020 for you, pile number 1. So if you've been really working towards things, or you've been working really hard to try and get somewhere, the things are going to finally start to look up for you. And you're going to notice that a lot of change is happening for you. The other thing is you're also going to bask in a lot of your own sun, enjoying the time that you do have, because you also got summer. So when these things happen, when you finally do get everything that you've been working so hard for, I want you to bask in all of that love. I want you to understand that you do deserve this, because this card is upside down for you, pile number 1. So what it's really trying to say to you is to just bask in everything and really enjoy the fruits of your labor, because you've done a lot of work. You've been a busy little bee for 2019. You've been doing all the work and letting things go, and now's the time to finally enjoy everything that you've been working so hard for and just let all of that go. So, and then the next thing you got was the Ace of Summer and the 2 of Spring. So it says, the beginning of new emotional experience for you. It may be the first blush of romantic love, the rebirth of a current relationship, or the awakening of spiritual gifts and insights. So again, those of you guys that picked pile number 1, I see a lot of self-love happening in 2020. I see a lot of healing. 2019 was kind of a hard year for you. You had to let a lot of things go. You had to move on from a lot of things. And so in the year of 2020, you're going to finally reap all the rewards that you've been working so hard for. And then those of you guys that do have your own spiritual gifts, I see a few of you guys going through your own awakenings also, or just learning to trust your own gifts and finding those gifts also. So, and then you also got the 2 of Spring, which is your vision, creativity, and dedication to your cause have brought you great success. In fact, it may be in your best interest to get a partner to assist in your endeavors or expand the number of people helping you. So again, pile number 1, I see you expanding. If you've been working on a project or opening up your own business, I see you really and truly expanding that and finally getting everything that you've been working so hard for. So pile number 1, hold it on, because 2019 is almost done for you, and 2020 is right around the freaking corner, and it's gonna be awesome and it's gonna be wonderful. But again, I see a lot of self-love, a lot of working on yourself, and then just simplifying your life. Like, I see a lot of you guys just getting rid of the clutter, almost like, you know what, this no longer serves me. I'm gonna let it go and release it and just give it to God in a way, and just simplifying your life so that you no longer have the drama. You're realizing that these people no longer serve you, that you don't have to put up with that, that just because people in your past have had to put up with it doesn't mean that you have to also. So I see a lot of that happening for you. So the other thing I got was an animal kingdom, and this one is an I am statement. So for everybody today, I'm going to leave you with an I am statement. They are in the book, so let me look this one up for you for just a second. Oop, nope, just kidding. So first things first is, with this card, of course, I want you to look at this card, and I want you to pick the animal that first stands out to you the most. So the one that instantly stood out to you. So if it was a bear, hibernation, strength, and confidence, challenges ahead. So for those of you guys that picked the bear, there will be some challenges ahead, but that's okay, because you know what? You're gonna find an inner strength in yourself. So for your I am statement, I want you to say, I am stronger than my challenges. So then if you picked the wolf, seeing the truth, be cautious, follow your intuition. So for those of you guys that picked the wolf, you're going to finally see the truth in the people that are around you. You're going to finally understand that there is so much more out there for you, that you don't have to follow the same path that, say, your ancestors did, or your family or your parents have. So if you pick the wolf, your I am statement is, I am trusting my intuition. I am following my intuition. So, and then if you picked the owl, which, remember that the owl brings us from the dark and into the light, so that's a very good one to pick. But the owl is higher wisdom, observation, dreaming, transition. So for those of you guys that pick the owl, I feel like a lot of you guys are going to be transitioning. You're going to be finally falling into your own gifts. You're going to be coming out of the dark and into the light. So with this one, I want you to say, I am worthy of everything that I truly want and deserve. So, and then if you picked a deer, which deer are a bit of a scatterbrain sometimes, so just remember that if you did pick the deer, that's okay. But deer is family, gentleness, unconditional love, and speed. So for those of you guys that picked the deer, I feel like, again, you're going to find a lot of self-love. You're going to be working on yourself a lot. You're going to finally let go of the things, but things are going to start to speed up for you also. So with this one, I want you to say, I am loved. Your I am statement is, I am loved, dear. Dear, I like how I put that at the end. So, and then for those of you guys that picked the eagle in here, the eagle likes to soar ahead and it kind of sees from a higher perspective. So remember that if you picked the eagle, you're going to start to see things from a higher perspective, that you're really going to start to see things differently than you did before. But it says perspective, call to source, and patience. So for your I am statement, it is going to be, I am patient. So again, there is your guys' cards. You've got the owl, you've got the eagle, you've got the bear, the wolf, and the deer. So pile number one, that was your reading for the year of 2020. If you guys like this one, please hit the like button, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And with that said, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, pile number one. Alright, so pile number two. Alright, so pile number two. Let's see what the year of 2020 has in store for you, or my owl family if you picked pile number two. So that right there already tells me a lot about you guys. Ooh, transformation already up front. We have transformation. Then we have peace. We have internal intend and create. Yeah. Honor own knowing. We're the Prince of Summer. The Four of Summer. Ooh, we got a lot of summer in this one. Whoa. Alright, so Pile number 2, for the year of 2020, I see a lot of transformation happening for you guys. Just right up front, we got the Butterfly Maiden, which is you're experiencing enormous change right now, which brings great blessings. And then you have the Errand, which is peace, and there is no need to worry as everything is working out beautifully. So right there at the very beginning of your reading, you have a transformation happening. And the fact that you picked the owl crystal, which for pile number 1, I did explain this, but for pile number 2, an owl takes you from the light and into the dark, which is part of why I picked this crystal, because I absolutely love it. It's a fluorite crystal. It's amazing, but it is an owl. And so again, you guys are going to see a lot of transformation happening for yourself in the year 2020. So the other thing is it wants to remind you to understand and listen to your own inner voice, so your own intuition, and start to intend and create things. So start putting your intentions out there right now for 2020, because things are going to pick up for you guys, and things are going to be happening so fast that it's just going to almost take you through a whole whirlwind, and you're going to be like, holy cow, I cannot believe that happened. That was really fast. And just like the year of 2019, while we had to work through a lot, and you have worked through a lot, pile number 2, I see that you guys have really worked through a lot of things. You've let things go. You've been working on your own transformation. You've been really working on finding things, finding yourself, and you have been putting the work in, and now I see like a lot of yourself. So for one thing, let yourself receive. So definitely open to receiving. Allow others to give you loving care. Receive without guilt or apologies. So don't be guilty if somebody gives you a present, which it's almost Christmas time. So of course we're gonna have presents, right? But don't be guilty if people are wanting to give you presents or they're wanting to help you or any of that stuff, because those were gifts sent to you by Spirit. So Spirit already had these gifts in mind for you. So just think of it as that. The other thing is you got Prince of Summer, romantic, flirtatious, introspective, enchanting. So the Prince of Summer is really saying that there is going to be some love for you. So a deeply emotional and probably romantic experience will sweep you off your feet. Things can move very quickly during such whirlwind encounters, so stay balanced and make decisions with both your heart and your intellect. So while yes, you will probably meet somebody, this card is also telling you to keep your feet on the ground. So stay grounded, so to speak, because you're gonna get swept up in this whirlwind of romance, and it can end up tearing you apart, or it can end up being beautiful, but don't get swept up in everything right away. Take your time, get to know that person, and then go forward with that. So don't just jump right into a relationship. The other thing you got was the Forest Summer, which is a tortoise, which again is slowing down. Tortoises walk very slow. They're very wise. They get there on their own time and their own speed. So this one is saying your responsibilities may distract you from noticing all the gifts that God is presenting to you. Be open to investigating opportunities that come your way. So pile number 2, I feel like a lot of opportunities are going to come to you in 2020. For those of you guys that have been working towards a new career or a new direction, a lot of things will happen for you in the year of 2020. So I really want you to stay focused on those, and I really want you to work and enjoy the fact that you deserve it. And then finally, pile number 2, you are going to make a decision. Listen to your own intuition. For one thing, this card is really telling me that you're going to start listening to your own intuition, but I feel like a lot of you guys have been waiting to make a decision and you've been wondering which way to make. You're going to finally make that decision. You're going to finally be like, you know what, this is what I need to do, and you're going to go and do it, and you're going to absolutely freaking love it. So then the last thing I'm going to leave with you, just like I left with pile number 1, is an I am statement for the 2020 year. So of course the I am statements are already written up in here, so I will look it up for you guys, but you got intimacy. So this right here already tells me that A, there is going to be a romantic relationship in the year of 2020, and B, that you're probably going to be working on yourself also. But you see how it's like fire and ice? Fire and ice just, I don't know what it is about fire and ice, but they just kind of work together, because where one burns, the other one will cool it down, and then when one freezes, the other one will heat it back up. So you see how I did that? Intimacy. So the I am statement on this one is, I am open to new experiences. I honor my body with love and respect. So pile number 2, I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope that you get everything that you have been working so hard for, and the year 2020 is going to be a wonderful year for you. And with that said, if you guys haven't already, please like this video, hit the subscribe button down below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, pile number 2. Pile number 3. Let's see what the year of 2020 has for you, or my black arrowhead pile. Ooh. Whoa, pile number 2. Pile number 3, sorry. Pile number 3, you guys are already headed in the right direction. Holy cow. All right. Alright, so pile number 3, I see a couple of different things for you guys. So I see a new love coming in for you because you have true lover. Now this one, if you are already in a relationship, this could also mean working on your own self-love or reconnecting with your partner, so to speak. Same with you guys that are single, it can mean a new love, or it can mean working on your own self also. This is kind of a versatile card, but it means love nonetheless. So for the year 2020, in one form or another, there's gonna be some love and there's gonna be some freaking passion in your lives. Like, just to start off with that, already tells me that you guys are headed in the right direction. What this card is also saying is to listen to your own heart's intuition. What does your heart truly desire? What is it that you truly and completely want? Because those things can happen for you in the year 2020. Pile number 3, I see that you guys are going to be like manifesting a little bit more. I do see some growing pains in the year of 2020. I do have to let you guys know that one. I see some of you guys losing a job, or a career path ending, or a project, a relationship ending, which is fine. For those of you guys that are freaking out about that, don't worry. That stuff is supposed to end. You're supposed to be losing those anyways so that you can get ready for the next part, because it's now perfect time to learn something new. And then you also have ready, set, go, which is now a perfect moment to dive in and embrace your heart's desire. So right there is telling you that everything is going to be okay. So even though some things are going to end, some doors are going to close for you in the year of 2020, you're going to start to learn something new and you're going to pick up something new. So don't be afraid or don't be upset if something like that does happen to you. Pile number 3, I also see children for a few people. So if you're trying to have a child, I definitely see motherhood for a few people. Just because you did get this one, and then your I am card is holding a child also, but this one is also saying to let yourself be loved also. So while you're gonna find love, or you're gonna look for self-love, to let yourself be loved. So for those of you guys that aren't trying to have a kid, or you're not trying to have a family of any sorts, this one is also telling you to look for that self-love also. And then again, it says grow within your current situation. So you got the wise one. So already you know the solution. You already know what it is that you're supposed to do. And this challenge that's going to present itself in 2020, you already know what it is that you want. You already kind of know the results that are going to happen. So what this card is really saying is, for one thing, it has an owl. So you're going to be fine. You're going to be taken from the dark into the light. But it's also telling you to tap into your inner knowing. Tap into that inner wise one within and just realize that everything is going to be fine. And then again, it says time to move on. It's time to let go of the old and worn out so the new can come in. So like I said, pile number 3, everything is going to be fine, but now is the time to let go. You see how she's kind of like just whatever, the waves are rolling in and stuff, and she's just, her dress is flowing into the water. It's almost like she's just got this I don't care like attitude, flowing mood. And so again, everything is going to be fine, pile number 3, so don't worry about that. But again, I see a lot of you guys starting new projects. And then it says do your best work and the law of attraction will bring you prosperity and career advancements. So for those of you guys that don't lose your jobs, career advancement is definitely happening in this pile number 3. And for those of you guys that are wanting to career advance, I do see that for a lot of you guys. But I see a lot of love, I see a lot of self-love, and I do see kids for those of you guys that are trying to have kids. So that's freaking amazing. So then the last thing I have for you guys is an I am statement. So it's unconditional love. So just like with the other 2 piles, the I am statement is already written up in my little booklet. Most of these I do know, but I just like to reread them because it's fun. I like to. And this is my video, so I get to do what I want, right? No? Okay. So, this is your statement, or actually you guys get a prayer. So, I call upon the Divine Mother to open my heart to forgiveness. I ask you to work through me to give and share unconditional love in all its divinity. So pile number 3, the last thing I do want to leave you guys with is that I do see some of you guys finally forgiving people who have hurt you in the past, because you're realizing that that pain, that resentment no longer serves you, and you actually deserve a whole lot more than what you've been allowing yourself. So that is what I have for you. Pile number 3, I hope that you guys have a wonderful year, and that everything that you ever want and prosper and work for and manifest truly comes true for you guys. And with that said, if you guys like this video, please hit the like button down below, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and with that said, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, pile number 3. All right, pile number 4. What does the year 2020 have in store for you guys? So, or my little pink arrowhead people. That's right. My pink arrowheads. From black to pink. Wow. So pile number 4, right away, I already see a lot of you guys standing up for yourself and telling a certain person that you deserve more than what they've been giving you. I see a few of you guys finally facing your fears and going after what it is that you want. And I see some people coming in for you that are going to help. So first things first, pile number 4, we have the Diana, which is focused intention. And she says, keep your unwavering thoughts, feelings, and actions focused on your target, and you will make your mark. So what this card is pretty much saying, pile number 4, is that you already are headed in the right direction. So keep that focus and keep going, because the year 2020 is really going to pick up for you. You're going to have some things happen where, yes, you'll hit the walls. Yes, you'll have to learn lessons, but you're gonna stay more focused in the year 2020. So your dreams, your goals, your desires, you're gonna finally just like be like, you know what, this is what I want, this is what I'm going for, I'm not backing down until I get it, and you're gonna stay focused and go right for it. So because you also got Bridget, which is don't back down, stand up for what you believe is right. So like I said, pile number 4, I see a lot of you guys also standing up to people who may not support you, or might even be putting you down in a way. So you're gonna finally be like, you know what, no, I deserve a lot more than what you're giving me, and you're gonna just kick them out of your life and finally go after what it is that you really want. You're gonna finally face your fears, go after your own desires, because you also got the Hunter. And oh, come on, Spirit, let me pick up the card. Spirit wouldn't let me pick the card up. So what this card is really saying is that, again, you're gonna chase down your own fears, you're gonna go after your desires, you're gonna finally get to that point where you just love yourself and you enjoy it, and everything is gonna be just fine for you. But you gotta face your fears. For those of you guys that are worried about facing your fears, don't worry, because you're gonna have to face your fears in the year 2020. And something is gonna happen that's gonna make you face your fears, and it's actually going to end up being really good for you. So pile number 4, the other thing I want you guys to remember is be careful with your words, because your words can hurt other people. And I do see an argument for a few of you guys, and that your words hurt somebody in particular. So be careful with your words. pile number 4, because a few of you guys, I do see that, but I also see a few of you guys just kind of like going through 2020 like, all right, I got my intentions set, I'm going for it, and just kind of smooth ride for once in your freaking life, because we all deserve that, right? So the other thing, pile number 4, I see for you is 3 of Winter, which it says, sadness is a part of life, but you don't have to endure it alone. You may need a little time to heal, but once you work your way through the emotions, you'll be stronger than before. So again, pile number 4, like I said, you're going to finally stand up to somebody in particular. And yes, it's going to leave you a little bit alone, but it's going to kind of be a blessing in disguise. So go ahead and spend that time alone. Go ahead and work on yourself. Go ahead and take the time that you need to, and understand that it's okay. Everything's going to work its way out anyways. And then I see a couple of you guys going through your own awakening. So a few of you guys have gifts and that you're going to go through your own awakening. And I really do want you guys to understand that awakenings, a lot of people make them sound like they're so scary and like it's nothing but a black hole. And yes, you're gonna have to deal with things, and yes, you're probably going to have something happen, or it's gonna feel like the whole world is crashing in on you. But I want you to understand that it's okay. But this one's also saying that you're gonna start to look at things in a different way, and it'll all start to make sense. And then when this awakening happens, it's almost gonna be like everything's like on pause, like you feel like everything has just stopped for a minute and you're not moving forward with anything. You're not going on that momentum that you were on. It's just like in a pause. And I see this happening about in summer for a few of you guys. So what I want you to do is remember that that's okay. Sometimes we need to take a pause, because you also got playtime. So you're going to focus so much on your dreams, and you're going to be going into this like full on, that you're not taking the time for yourself. And so what it's really reminding you, and your guides are going to tell you, is to take the time out and just have some fun. But again, when you do stand up for yourself, when you go for the things that you want, I mean, this is a very powerful reading, pile number 4. Like, a lot of people that pick this deck are very powerful people already. You already know what it is that you want, and you're gonna go for it in the year 2020. So this is a very powerful card or deck that you guys pick. Like, seriously, you guys picked a very powerful one. But also remember that there are people around you that are willing to help you. So don't think that you're alone in anything. Don't think that it's just you against the world, because there are people out there that are willing to help you. So then the last thing that is for you, pile number 4, is an I am statement, just like the other 3 piles. I'll read from my, whoops, throw it on the ground. I'll read from my little book what that I am statement is for you guys. But really it's just saying you got the energy balance, which is your chakras right here. So there is going to be some healing, and then with your awakening, you're going to probably want to see some Reiki. Like, a lot of you guys, your chakras are out of balance right now, and so this one's really asking you to go and get the Reiki, go and get the healing done, because you see all of these wonderful colors. I mean, everything is just working. There's so much magic coming from this card. It's a very powerful card. So already this card is telling me that a lot of you guys are going to be going through your awakening, and a lot of you guys are going to be standing up for yourself. But sometimes doing that stuff puts our chakras out of balance, so we do need to go see a Reiki practitioner of some sort. Energy balance. ABCD. So, okay. Just like with pile number 1, you guys get to pick. So, we're going to go down the line. So go ahead and look at this deck, or at this card, and pick the color that stands out to you the most first. Pick the color that stands out to you the most first, and then we'll go from there. Okay. So for those of you guys that picked the very first color, which is purple, and that is your crown. So you got your crown, you got your third eye, you got your throat chakra, you've got your heart chakra, then you got your solar, then you've got your sacral, and then you've got your base chakra, I guess is what it's called. So the purple one is your crown, which is your spirit or consciousness, intelligence, bliss, divine wisdom. So for those of you guys that picked the purple color, what I want your I am statement to be is I am divine and I am bliss. I am divine and I am bliss. So the next one is indigo, I guess is what they call that. That's just, to me, that's a darker purple. But indigo, which is your third eye, which is knowingness, intuition, perception, and beliefs. For you guys, I want your I am statement to be I am open and ready to receive my gifts more. Because a lot of you guys that picked that picked the indigo color, which is your third eye, are wanting that awakening process to happen, or going to be going through your awakening. So a lot of you guys already have your own gifts, already know about them, and so that's going to help you come into your gifts. The next one is blue, which is your throat chakra, which is of course for your personal power. You're standing up for yourself. So a lot of you guys that picked this one, expect your throat chakra to open this year. So throat, which is communication, creativity, sound, intuition, self-expression. So I want your guys' I am statement to be I am communicating clear and in a divine way. So because a few of you guys, those are the ones that picked this, are going to be the ones that stand up for yourself. And again, you got to be careful with your words. So stand in your power, but do it in the right way. In a nice way. So the next one is green, which is heart and compassion, lover, inner child, self-acceptance, and harmony. So I am accepting myself. I am accepting myself. That's what I want your I am statement to be. So the next one is yellow, which again is your solar plexus, and that is your will, like your will to live. And it is power, joy, motivation, self-esteem, and transformation. So for you guys, I want your I am statement to be I am confident and strong. So for the people who picked yellow, I am confident and strong. So then the next one is orange, which is your sacral, which has a lot to deal with your relationship. It's right there down in your gut. So those of you guys that have been in bad relationships or had something happen to you, your sacral chakra might be a little bit off. But for this one, it says sexuality, empathy, pleasure, well-being, connection, feeling, change. So for you guys, I want yours to be I am whole and complete. I am whole and complete. And then the last one, which is the base, is the red one, and that is your survival. So it's grounding, stability, trust, survival, self-preservation. So for you guys, I am grounded and stable. I am grounded and stable. So that is yours, pile number 4. I hope that you have a wonderful year, and I look forward in seeing how much really comes forward for you guys, because you guys had a very powerful, I mean, this was very powerful right in itself. So if you guys haven't already, please like this video, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And with that said, I love you, pile number 4. See you guys in my next video. Bye guys.